Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are doing a 2023 edition of the Indy 500 with some AI here. I don't know if I can name the game because of contractual issues. We'll call it the IndyCar Game, quote unquote, with the real name being down in the description. Alright, we're getting ready to go racing, then 30 laps is what I am doing. I'm going to play it, be cautious on the start and give some room to everybody. But yeah, we did this last year, we're doing it again because of contract issues. I don't know if I can call it the actual game, but it is in the description. We will just simply call it the IndyCar Game going forward, because when I say going forward, I can announce that I'm also starting an IndyCar career mode very soon, probably within another week or so. So if you're an IndyCar fan tuning in for the first time, might be a good time for you to maybe get involved here in this community, because yeah, I'm very excited to start that up. But I'm going to play really cautious here. I remember doing this last year. The biggest thing that I learned from last year here as an IndyCar noob at the time, and still a pretty big IndyCar noob, is you got to be really careful with the dirty air, especially obviously when it comes to oval racing. And one thing I found that worked pretty well is we're going to make a nice little pass right there. That's on Francesco. But one thing I found that worked out pretty well for me last year was entering a little bit higher like this and then kind of migrating down a little bit. Just having that clean air on your nose makes a huge difference. But you can see the AI struggling a little bit here now. But I mean, it doesn't take much to really make this car aero push up the track. So you got to be really careful, and overall really impatient. I can tell you right now, I'm probably going to throw a scripted caution about halfway through this race unless we get one, because the AI, oh my god, they can certainly be a little bit wild here, as you can already tell, as I'm in 5th gear going around the outside, making it work. If you can just get to the outside of like I did on Ferrucci right there, you can make a lot of headway here. But look at the momentum we have, but it's like, do I take it or what? Because it's so sketchy. And then I'm going to go side by side. I'm going to downshift to 5th. You got to really pedal the car here now. Oh, that got close. I think that was, what was that, Ed Carpenter right there, the American. Oh my goodness, that was sketchy. It doesn't matter if it's in a video game, real life. Indy 500 is, in my opinion, the most dangerous race on 4 wheels. It is such a sketchy race, and I have nothing but just the utmost respect for anybody that is willing to do this. You look at Kyle Larson, who's looking at doing this race next year. Absolutely insane. If you ask me, there around the outside, we're making some good headway here. But such a fun series, and I myself, after I was a big fan of James Hinchcliffe as a Canadian, and I really like Robert Wickens. Obviously, none of them involved in IndyCar anymore. Well, Hinchcliffe is up in the booth and whatnot, which is cool to see. But you know, after they kind of stopped driving, being forced out, you could say, I didn't really bother too much anymore with IndyCar, but I've really started getting back into it this year, especially now in Canada. It's a lot more accessible through TSN, which is our main sport network, and they have actually picked up the IndyCar license, but they actually don't show all the races because they're doing a lot of it on their streaming platform and haven't forked up the money to pay for that yet. But yeah, it's a lot more accessible now, so I've been watching a lot more, and I mean, I tell you what, IndyCar is so much fun to watch as we're going to go around the outside of all these guys here. There's so much happening so quickly here in the Indy 500 that it's just like I can't focus on who's around me. I'm just like, there's a car. That's all I can really say there as I'm going around the outside of Rinus VeeKay. We got Simon Pagenaud just in front of us here, but we're moving our way through this field pretty well. I have the AI, I can't even remember, I'll put the AI in the description what I was running, but it's not the craziest setting, because I remember last season it was pretty hard. Oh my goodness, Carpenter, that was bold, but I respect it because it worked. I'm going to follow you around the outside of Pagenaud. Now we get a massive run. I haven't even stopped talking this whole time because it's so intense. Here comes Rinus VeeKay with a potential move up the inside. He's going to go for a 2-for-1 special as they head down into turn 3. I'm going to back out of it a little bit there, get some clean air on my nose, and there we go, back up into what, P19 I think it is, and we're going to try and follow through. You got Roman Grosjean there just in front. I'm going to try and get them both right here down this front straightaway. Actually, now give me that slipstream. Yes, there we go. Go up the inside, but now I have no slipstream, so I'm going to go backwards here. Oh, there we go. Carpenter's making moves. He's going around the outside of everybody, but what if I do the same thing to you? So if you can get right there, there's that sweet spot where the AI, if you can just get within a couple feet of their right rear, they just kind of back out of it and let you have it. Graham Rahal in front of us, obviously. A unique story surrounding him going into this weekend. An unfortunate set of circumstances that has put him in the car. We wish the best for Stefan Wilson, and I am at least excited to see how Graham Rahal is going to do. But yeah, what a unique set of circumstances, and he is struggling on pace because I am hauling the mail up on him now. But as soon as you pull out of that slipstream, you see the effect it has now. I'm too scared to go full throttle side by side here into turn one. Oh, it's close quarters racing. Oh, I love this so much. It is such a unique set of racing skills that it takes to be successful in IndyCar, and that is just, oh, I mean, absolutely insane. I know this is not related to the video whatsoever, but we're talking about racing skills, and you hear it every year, and everyone's always arguing, you know, NASCAR versus F1 versus IndyCar. Which one's better? This one has better racing, so therefore it's better. And I personally have a tough time respecting anybody that likes to crap on other motorsports and say another one's better. Every motorsport, NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, just three of so many other ones that are available to discuss, take a completely separate set of skills and mindsets to be successful, and to compare those three makes zero sense, and I don't understand why people always do it. As I'm gonna now go for a move on the inside of Kyle Kirkwood. Oh, this is, oh my god, I think I could have stayed full throttle, but I'm just too scared now, as we're gonna have to try and build up another run. Now there is car adjustments obviously that we can go through here now, as you can see me scrolling through on the right bottom there, but the weight jacker is really the big one that you can mess with, but I'm not really gonna mess with it right now because I'm actually really happy with how this car is driving. I'm going to try and get to the outside of Kirkwood right here, and then hopefully he's going to back out of it. He's not going to back out of it. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so up the position we go, and that puts us now into P14. We are moving our way through the field. Marcus Ericsson currently at the top of the board, looking for a second Indy 500. I have a big run right here on the back of Connor Daly now, so I'm going to go up the inside, go for a move right here across the stripe. We're going to even out on speed. Who's going to be the one that lifts? Oh, it's gonna be me. They don't give you a lot of room to work with. They give you just enough to work with, but not a lot, that's for sure. And like, once again, I don't like that. One thing about the AI here that does get on my nerves is that right there. So I was multiple feet behind him, and as soon as I got to that right rear, I was just able to pull him back towards me. So if you can just navigate though around that dirty air, you can absolutely hold the mail around this circuit. So we're up into P now 13, going from P12 on Marcus Armstrong. Then we got Scott Dixon up there in front of us as well. A caution will be coming here relatively shortly. I have run down Marcus Armstrong now is heading into turn 3, and you see the lifting there that I'm doing. So we're in that dirty air now, so it's obviously crucial to be patient. That's the biggest thing about this race as well to me, is patience is key. I mean, you get up to the back of somebody, as soon as you get within, it feels like within a second, that dirty air starts to affect your car. So you got to be really patient, just slowly work your way up to them. And now we're probably within range where I can do this right here. Not quite going to happen this time, but maybe in turn 2. Got to be careful that I don't do that. Just about got in the outside wall, and oh, that was a absolutely horrendous set of corners right there. So now we have to try and recharge for turn 3. Oh, we got somebody pitting here. David Malukas. Why is he boxing? I'm not sure, but he looks like he might be off the pace up here. Oh, Connor Daly's pitting as well. There's still 16 laps of field, so I'm not quite sure why they're pitting, but we got more as well. So maybe it's time to throw the caution, because they do not need to pit, but maybe we'll throw it that way. It doesn't, of course, screw the field completely up here. Oh, it is so hard. Once we've gotten to Armstrong, it has gotten a lot more difficult to work our way through the field. Ericsson's pitting in now, so we're going to throw a caution, and maybe, I'm assuming maybe some fuel stuff or something got screwed up, but the caution's going to come out right about the halfway point of this race, where I kind of wanted to throw it, so it kind of works out that way. It looks like everybody is going to box here. Yes, everyone's going to pit. I don't know why. Someone's staying out, a couple cars, but we don't need a pit, but I am going to come in because, you know, why not? Let's just have some fun here. This is all about having fun today, not taking it too legitimate. My pit box is going to be very early, of course, right at the back here. This is my first time ever pitting an IndyCar, and I almost said the game. I still don't know if I can say that. In the IndyCar game. Okay, that was very straightforward here. I don't have a pit limiter button on right now, so I have to manually deal with this, but overall, it looks like a really good. I thought they were about to pull right out in front of me here, but they're going to stay in that left lane, and hopefully that pink car stays in left lane, which they do. And overall, a decent set of stops right there, and we will get ready for the possibly final restart. It could get a bit wild here. I just broke my wing off because we're literally stopping here. What are we doing? What are you guys doing? Why? Who is this? Why What in the world is that guy doing? Okay, so our wing's torn off, which means I need to come back into the pits and we gotta go from the back to the front again. So we're actually gonna have a double file restart. I think that was something I just screwed up in the settings. I can definitely make a single file. We are, what, about P26 it looks like for this restart. Got a new wing on, so we're okay there. I'm gonna play cautious. A couple cars rolling up behind me now. They're a little bit late to the game, but that gives me a little bit more freedom as it looks like they're lining up behind me, so not on my outside. So hopefully, as we get back underway, actually I see Connor Daly going for it, but I'm gonna play it once again a bit cautious, but not too cautious, as I do kind of want to move my way forward and try to win the Indy 500 here. Oh, I'm going to go up to the top. I just blocked someone really hard. I'm sorry, but I wanted to get up there and just try and follow these guys around. I'm impressed with the AI not crashing, to be honest here. I've had quite a few runs with AI will just die. They'll come together, they'll die, and there'll be an absolutely catastrophic accident here. But so far, we've been pretty good, as I could obviously try to force it 3 wide. I'm going to go around the outside right there. Connor Daly kind of checked in behind, and now let's use some of this clean air right here to our advantage. Back out of it because, yeah, I don't want to be in that 3 wide scenario, but overall, a first lap pretty clean right now as they're going to come through to cross the line. It's only 11 laps to go. It looks like Will Power out in front here, the defending IndyCar champion. Now, what a story it would be if he could go to the top step here in Indianapolis in 2023, and we are slicing around the outside of all these guys right here, making some massive headway. This could get a little bit awkward right here. Down to 5th gear we go. Slip to the outside of Scott Dixon, and look at this little group of cars. Oh my goodness, I nearly ran into the back of that blue car. I don't even know who's driving that car. Is that, oh, it's gotta be Graham Rahal right now. Yeah, this is getting sketchy really quick, but somehow everyone's keeping it calm, cool, and collected. Rahal backs out of it. That's going to move us quite a ways up. He went from 7th to way down the order in a matter of 1 lap. Now things have gotten sorted out here in front of us, so now we gotta make some headway, because we struggled earlier as the race went on. We are topping out right at 230 miles per hour. We're not going any quicker than that right now, but yeah, we're closing right up on the back of the Australian of Scott McLaughlin, of course, the V8 supercar driver turned IndyCar star. Around the outside of him we go. Look at the run that we have on him. And now Grosjean again up the inside, get a little bit closer, almost like a NASCAR style side draft as we head down towards turn number 3. I'm not backing out of this one, Grosjean. We take the spot, but now I do gotta back out of it. Oh, we are absolutely on it right now. Look at the speed that we have. Where does this come from? We of course worked our way forward earlier. But then we got stuck, but now we are just absolutely flying. Into the top 10 we go. We got Pato O'Ward as well as Rosenqvist here in front of us now. O'Ward is actually going to be my pick for this weekend for the Indy 500. Let me know down in the comments below who you have winning this race. I would love to know. But I'm going to go with Pato O'Ward, and I'm going to go and try to go to the inside of him now, side by side, wheel to wheel, right there at his side pod down into turn 3, and he does not fight it up another spot. I'm wondering, did they take tires or not? Because we are hauling the mail compared to earlier. Do I send it? Do I send it? I think I do. Up the inside again into turn 1. Oh, he's got me scared. He's got me on my toes. We're wheel to wheel. Still wheel to wheel out of turn 1 down into turn 2. It's not over yet, but now it is clear. Up into P6 we go. The race is still on. Can we win? No, we cannot. We're 5.7 seconds back. I just noticed that. Okay, so we're definitely not winning, but it looks like maybe our race for 4th. Oh my God, that was... Oh, good heavens, that dirty air from Joseph Newgarden did not feel very good. Now 5 to go, and we've closed up on the back of Newgarden, but yep, that dirty air again. Turn 1 strikes for the 2nd consecutive lap, and turn 2, I'm actually quite surprised by how well I was just able to ride right behind him, and that's going to allow us to get such a massive run. Now we'll again pull it to the inside. We'll have a nice advantage, half a car length at least, maybe even 3/4 of a car length down into turn 3. He's not going to really be able to fight that. No, he will not. Up into P5 we go. The win is completely out of the deck of cards here. So I think P4 is the realistic one. So let's see if we can go run down David Malukas. I'm actually losing time to Will Power there. I lost 1/10 of a second on that last lap. So showcasing that, yeah, I feel like the AI was a bit low, but at the same time, Will Power out here setting an absolutely blistering pace. It is going to be close with Malukas right here. Not far up the road is Palou, but he's too far up. But I think we're going to get a shot. We might get one attempt here to make an overtake on Malukas on this final lap. Here we go, out of turn 4, look at the run. White flag is already in the air for Will Power, who's dominated in this final run. We're side by side. I don't think Malukas is going to have much for us here. I'll give him the room that he is certainly entitled to have, but we get clear through the center of 1, and now up into P4 we go. But yeah, Alex Palou, a little bit too far up the road. We gained half a second actually on Will Power, so that slipstream effect off of Malukas is a massive assistance when it comes to that. But yeah, it's going to be Will Power well up the road. 2.2 seconds to be exact to start that final lap, and we're going to come through 3 and 4 for the final time. Sliced our way through the field, 2 different occasions right there, and I'm pretty happy with that. So P4 in this Indy 500 in 2023 in the quote-unquote IndyCar game. We crossed the line, P4. We will absolutely take that and wrap it up here for our Indy 500 attempt in 2023. And yeah, if you enjoyed that, you're going to enjoy the IndyCar career mode, I think, that we've got coming up here, hopefully within the next week, where there's going to be storylines, a whole plot that's behind it, and an introduction, a prologue, etc. A lot of cool things on the way with that on the road to the Indy 500 in the career mode as well. So that's going to wrap it up for me. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.